Hello folks, welcome back to Wasteland. Last time, I just talked a whole bunch about the game because I really like it and wanted to kind of give a nice little introduction to everything that we need to know. This time, we're actually going to do something, and we're going to check out Highpool. So we got these little windy dust devil things. We've got some dormitories. We've got a wall. Dorm. Got some swings. Little pond. More dorms. And now we are in a building. So we've got some guys playing, I don't know, blackjack. Oh, hello. Note tacked to the wall. Cave, adults, raid outlaws, Jackie, Bobby's dog, fix water purifier. So, if you noticed, yep, it's been updated. List of things that are a problem. Caves, Jackie, yeah. Over here, you can see the little icon above his head. This is a store. Now, not all stores buy all things. Some stores, like this one, this is a Camp PX. So, yes, they sell gas masks and Geiger counters, but not too much. You're not going to buy a gun here. Likewise, you're not going to sell a gun here because it's a bunch of kids. They're not going to buy a gun. But crowbar and hand mirror we can sell. And Angela will hang on to her crowbar, so she'll just sell her mirror and match. Hellraiser's keeping the match because, like I said, it does have a point in one or two locations. Crowbar's highlighted because we have it equipped, so we don't accidentally sell something that we're using. Angela's got the crowbar because she's the door opener. So, oh, that reminds me. Let's go over to skills, reorder, and we'll put perception first, and then fill the rest out. And then Angela, we will reorder. Clip pistol. Pick lock. And then, actually, you know what? Let's reorder it a little differently. Let's put medic first. Then pick lock. Then fill it in. And done. And Nut Thrasher, Snake Vargas, go over his skills, reorder again. He's in number 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill. So the reason we do that is because the key presses for skills. U for use, 1 for Hellraiser, either 1 or S for skill, and then Perception's 1. So, if I need to use Perception multiple times with Hellraiser, it's just U1, S1. It's a much faster key press. Likewise, with Angela's picking locks, it's U2, S2. For Snake Vargas with Medic, U4, S4. So it just makes it a lot easier to type it very quickly if you don't want to set up a macro for something. The door's locked, so U2, S2. And we failed. And we pissed off some kids. Hey kids, sorry about that. Let's take a look at Mr. Jumbo's office. Put a trapdoor over the cave across the creek. Another about hydrophobia. Camp Highpool. I wonder if Little Lamplight was mildly inspired by this. So now we got a bunch of kids here, so we could use Encounter to start a fight with these ugly kids. But we really don't want to fight them, so we're just going to pick Evade, and that ends the fight. If we attacked them, then we'd have to finish it, but I don't really want to kill a bunch of kids. Do you want to kill a bunch of kids? Oh. There are doctors in the game. I'm not sure I would want to trust them. But you can get an exam, which will if you're poisoned or irradiated or what have you, your constitution over here will be highlighted, and then you know that you need to be cured, so you do the exam, and then they tell you what the problem is and you can cure it, and it costs more money. And they can also heal hit points. Constitution, sorry. That's the cheapest doctor in the game, by the way. So we got a workshop. Big contraption is a pan... use one skill 1. Perception. Aha! We have learned something. Water pump. Oh! We found something. Alright. Well, let's grab that jacket, and then Angela can grab the pistol and a couple clips, and Snake can grab the other clip. And let's equip that leather jacket. And there we go, AC 1. Hot dog. We now have armor class 1 in the game. Damage is determined by number of dice you roll. I believe they are 6-sided dice. So, a big huge attack does 10d6 damage. If you have an armor class of 1, you remove one of those damage dice. So now it only does 96 damage. It will still splatter Hellraiser all over the wall, but it does less. But a weaker thing that does, say, 2d6 damage will have its damage cut in half by that 1 point of armor. It's very important. However, you eventually reach the point where the armor means you're only losing 80% of your health instead of being killed instantly. So, it's important, but it's not going to save you unless you're playing a different version of this game that has a cheat in it and lets you equip armor class that's got an armor class of 26, which means literally nothing in the game can hurt you. But we won't be doing that because they removed that bug. Mainly because the bug was a result of an overflow error in the game. As it was described to me, the game actually uses overflow to determine certain things. It's kind of like, well, we've got this bug, but instead of fixing it, we'll make the bug work for us. But the problem is with Unity and how they recoded it. If they left that overflow bug in, it would crash the game. So instead of unlocking limitless testing and endgame gear, it would just crash to desktop, I believe. Or potentially really screw things up and like crash Windows. So let's go see what this kid wants. Oh. Hey there, Bobby. Well, what do you know about the Raiders? Well, what about the water purifier? Oh, what about Jackie? Clear the cave. Well, tell me about the cave. Pool, cliff wall, kind of between those two trees. Don't kill my dog Rex, okay? Oh, off he goes. No, between two trees. So probably here. There's a little light. There's some sparklies. Let's use some perception. There we go. Use it on space. A strand of rope, huh? Why, I have rope. Oh, there we go. A little tree stump. Now, let's go on down into the cave. So here we are in the cave. Remember when I mentioned matches? Yeah. Now watch our little icon guy here. We will use it on space, current position. Now, in every other version of the game, if you use a match there, who the hell has it? You've got it. all you get is nothing happens. You get no feedback. Likewise, if I used it again here, I would get no feedback, would say nothing happens. But what has actually happened, something has happened. In this cave, we know that there's a dog. And from the other clues, we're pretty sure that the dog has rabies. Concern about hydrophobia, Rex has gone crazy, Jackie's trapped in the cave, Rex has rabies. If you just go into the cave, you will run into a rabid mutt. And it's not the toughest critter out there, but it's tougher than what we would have run into over land. By using the match, we change the rabid dog into something else, which makes for a slightly easier fight. Now here, we've got rocks, so using our big brain, we figure out that we've got a climb skill. Hey, maybe we can use climb. At one point, there was a weird bug in the game, and if you worked your way around, you know, climb over that, and climb over that, and climb on that, you could get yourself into this corner and get stuck. I believe that's been patched, but we don't need to go back there anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. So, keep exploring the cave. Oh, hey! And we've got a spiked mutt. Like I said, without that match, we would be facing a rabid dog, which is a little bit tougher, but not too bad. So, there's our spiked mutt cameo. And we're going to record a macro. So, Control F1. And then attack, 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 attack. Yes. And the game figures out that I'm recording a combat macro, so it stops and does it automatically. Macro recorded. So now when we want to use it, we just hit Shift F1 and it does all that stuff. Thrasher gains 90 experience points. So, to explain that, so we've got Hellraiser fired for 17, Angela fired for 11, Snake fired for 9. So that's 28, 37 points of damage from the guns. And then Thrasher was faster than the dog, which is why he went next. Missed his first attack, hit the second one for 11, and killed it. But you'll notice only Thrasher gained experience points. In this game, aside from passive things that give experience, like climbing over that rock gave Hellraiser probably 2 points of experience, or maybe 1 point of experience. But aside from passive things, combat experience, whoever lands the killing blow gets 100% of the experience for that animal. If there had been 2 spiked mutts and Hellraiser killed one and Thrasher killed the other, they'd each get experience. But, you know, the other 3 that did the bulk of the work, I mean, Hellraiser did the most damage. He doesn't get anything for it. Also, because Thrasher was using melee, he got double experience. If any of the others had shot him and killed him, they would have only gotten 45 experience points. It seems unfair, but it really kind of works out. Unless you're really grinding and doing stupid things, in which case I would suggest every now and then reversing your party order. Unless you're doing that, it doesn't matter. So, got a little loot here. It's glowing, and it looks like a couple boxes in a bag. Jewelry. Presumably, it's his dog collar. Now, if you want to avoid any repercussions for killing Rex, just leave the jewelry. It's only $50. It's not the end of the world. You don't need it. If you don't pick up the jewelry, that flag for the party killed Rex won't be set. Gotta remember, 1988. Things are a little simpler. The game doesn't know that we've killed Rex just because we've killed Rex. It's not until we retrieve that jewelry. Even if we immediately drop it, it's the picking it up that sets the flag. But we're going to set the flag. See? We set the flag. Found a rabid dog in the caves and put it down. If we hadn't put up the jewelry, we wouldn't have gotten that line. So, let's keep exploring. 3. Yeah, hey, here's a kid. Please help me get out of here. Well, This is where higher comes in. You can either use H or 3. I've spent so long playing this game on earlier systems, I always used the letter, because that's what it always was. Oh, hey, it's Jackie. Yay, we rescued Jackie. Let's take a look at Jackie. Jackie's like, I don't know, 8, 10. So it stands to reason that her stats suck. Slightly smarter than average, slightly friendlier than average, and pretty much average everywhere else. She's got a knife, but she does have a canteen. So I don't have to buy her a canteen. So we got that going for us. Knife fight, brawling, pugilism. She's a scrapper. Pugilism is bare knuckle. Swim, perception, silent move. Yeah. Right now she's a warm body. Oh, and unlike some games where you can get boxing gloves or brass knuckles or what have you, there's nothing. Pugilism is bare knuckle only in this game. So we go back here and we exit the cave. Now, we've rescued Jackie. There's no one to turn it into. There's no quest giver. Remember, all that journal stuff, that's not in the original game. She's just in the party. There's no adult that we can return her to. She is now a member of the Desert Rangers until we get rid of her. So, oh dear. Oh, well, that's not good. Bobby appears at 50 feet. Well, Bobby is melee. So despite all of those boofs and baffs that are appearing, we're not actually being attacked. And he's just a kid. There is no need for us to fight Bobby. Of course, what a lot of people do is they just kill Bobby. And you can. Also, the game doesn't realize that he's dead unless you loot his corpse. But there's no need to do that. So let's just keep on going. We're done with Highpool. There's gonna have to deal with him. Well, not really. We don't need to deal with him. We don't need to kill him. We could, but we don't need to kill him. So all that's left is the water pump, and we can't deal with the water pump right now. So I think that will do it for now. We will pick up next time. I think next time we will go to the agricultural center. That's usually where I go for the second stop. So, until then, have a good one.